the one thing that is going to happen through censorship, this is why I'm really against censorship, and I really am more supportive of free speech and your ability to have your own point of view, because if we can't communicate with each other, we'll never find out what truth is. And that's why I'm totally against what I'm doing, but there's no other way I can do it, because people that are enjoying my channel can no longer enjoy it. If they post a comment, then they get harassed big time, and it's just not pleasant to wake up and see a whole pile of hateful emails come in your account. So I have to be respectful out of my viewers. They mean an awful lot to me. So I've been forced to block, delete, and censor my channel. And ultimately, everybody loses because there's no negative comments on my channel. They're all going to be deleted. There's no opposition to anything that I've got to say because I'm deleting you because the way it comes out is really negative and hateful, and like you don't even win an argument because you don't get your voice heard, which I want to hear those voices. I want to hear, where am I wrong? But I'm not seeing anybody actually say where I'm wrong. It's just stupid, cunt, bitch, granny, like nutbar. You can call names, but as long as you're just calling names, shit. Same with these dragons on the Dragon Den. It's like, how much do they really know if all they know is name calling? Is it, like, can they not make logic sense out of having an open conversation, which they never did? I mean, they shut me down. They wouldn't even let me answer a question. It was very well edited. And I know what happened on that show, and I know I couldn't get a word in edgeways. They didn't even hear anything of what it was I was doing, and yet they prejudged. And all they did was name calling, and it's at the end of the day, these people are smart people, and they knew damn well that if they funded what it was I was going to do, they'd pretty much be out of business, and it would have definitely proven their own freaking insanity. But this is what happens when we don't have free speech, is now everything I say is going to get nothing but good positive comments on it. Nobody's going to be disagreeing with anything I say because they're all going to be deleted. And why? Because when you have a point to make, when somebody else wants to maybe point out some flaws, which I definitely want to know about, some of the information I found, I cannot find the flaws. I'm extremely critical of what it is I see. I know bullshit when I see it, and I can't find any bullshit in the research that I've done. So I'm kind of looking for somebody else to show me the contradictions that I can't see. But as long as there's name calling, there's no conversation going on. And it's like everybody loses when that comes up. And it's like now there's just one dominating force, and this is my channel, and it's going to appear like I'm the one that's going to dominate this opinion. And that's not what I'm after. I'd rather have the conversation of where it is I could possibly go wrong. So that's just a little hint to anybody that actually does want to participate in this conversation and does want to point out any flaws. I'm definitely open to that. But you can't use the harassing nut bar. You got to use some logic. You actually got to do some homework. You got to, stand for something other than just negativity. You actually have to want to find truth, because that's what I'm looking for, is to find truth through conversation. My whole channel is about, hey, I could be wrong. It's just like, let's prove it. So anybody that does have a logical point of view, not just an opinion, because opinion means nothing. I want proof. I believe in science. I believe if it's true, it should be able to be proven to be true. It should be repeatable. Should work all the time, not just sometimes. All the sciences that we know happen to be completely wrong. The medical community and the economic systems does not want humanity to know the truth about nothing. So what I'm saying is going to go against everything you happen to believe in. So, there's no doubt, there's no question you're going to come back with a whole pile of science that says everything I'm saying is wrong, but that's only from a tunnel vision perspective. In order to find out where I'm wrong, you actually have to read a few books, which is what I'm motivated to try and get anybody to do, is actually be a peer group to some of the research I've done, because I'm not seeing the science community actually step forward and give some of this information a peer review, because it happens to be, something that would completely shift everything. And our whole medical industry would be turned upside down. Our whole economic system would be turned upside down. Our government systems, the way we have every system is completely wrong. And this information actually shows why it's wrong and what needs to be done to make it right. And we don't seem to be ready to see what the solutions are yet. And that means we have to get rid of every job that's around right now, but what it actually means is its potential to get everybody back to work. There's so much potential, there's so much opportunity if we want to see the opportunity. Or we can go around and around in circles and be stuck in the problem and just be in the negative zone and yada, yada, yada. So to conclude, if anybody's really, really interested in debunking some cool shit, I'm totally open for it, but you got to get rid of the negative types of conversation. You actually have to be sincere. There is one person that is looking into it, is going to be phoning this Dr. Wolf personally, getting as much information there, and planning on taking it to a couple of universities and see what universities have to say about it. So I hope that person follows through. That's more of a positive that I'm looking for. So it's not like I'm censoring completely. I do not want a channel that just says I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. What I want to do is know where I'm wrong, and not wrong by just, oh, you're a negative person that's just going to name call, because all that says is you're a negative person that can't see anything right yet because you're too stuck in the problem. So there's a welcome to anybody that wants to try and debunk anything I got to say, because that's what I'm looking for. I don't want everybody to say I'm right. I want everybody to prove that I'm wrong, because if I'm wrong, then we just need to get rid of the flaws, because the goal should be the solution. And I'm not saying I know the solution. I only see the potential massive solution that can shift the whole friggin' planet. And if I'm wrong, I'd like to know where. And that can't be done with just an opinion. You actually have to know an awful lot of science, an awful lot about the systems. You really have to know an awful lot of information to carry this conversation on to prove where the flaws are. And I'm working my way to try and explain what it is that I found. But it's really, really hard, because a lot of people aren't too receptive to something completely different. But look at our world. Aren't we kind of looking for something completely different? It ain't going to be comfortable. But I'm doing my best trying to explain it all. So there you go. Peace out.